PM Show Weekend Edition on CRN Digital Talk Radio. I'm Michael Horn. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the PM Show Weekend Edition with the one and only Fred Dreyer.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you very much, Michael Horn. Got you off that hay pile, eh?
Yeah, you did. You're doing fine now.
Just as a reminder, absolutely positively no obsequious pandering to the righteous niceness will be allowed until we land. Now, we want to continue our conversation with Mitt Romney and a couple of things that he has said.
He got himself in trouble a little bit about those comments about the middle class, that he was targeting the middle class. I know what he's trying to say. He thinks the middle class has been a lot ignored, is what he should have said. Has been ignored. It's going to be equal weight with them, but he made it sound like he was going to go with the middle class and not with the rich or especially the poor.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say, Tom.
I'm not concerned about the very poor. We have a safety net there. If it needs a repair, I'll fix it. I'm not concerned about the very rich. They're doing just fine. I'm concerned about the very heart of America, the 95% of Americans who right now are struggling, and I'll continue to take that message across the nation.
He's talking economically. Here's my point. He's talking economically. Yes, that's true economically. You know, that's true.
Right.
But
he's got to say that.
But the conversation has to be about the narrative of what's at stake in this election.
Well, he clarifies his comment about the poor a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah, let's see what he has to say about that.
I said I'm not concerned about the very poor that have a safety net, but if it has holes in it, I will repair them.
You know, I've got a sweater at home. It's got some holes in it, and maybe I can...
There's an idea.
Maybe I can get it over there to him. You know, maybe we can have one of his...
Okay, so he's repairing.
Yeah. You know, down in Florida, you know, Marco Rubio and Jeb Bush rule the roost down there. You know, and there's
a lot of people love this Marco Rubio guy, and Jeb.
Guy.
They do like Jeb also.
Yeah, they like Jeb. I do not want to hear the name Bush mentioned.
No,
for
I think
the next
that'd be
16 years.
Really? So he can wait 16 years and then run?
Yeah, he can wait till he's 75, and then I'll give him a look.
Okay.
But I'm not going to talk about George Bush or his offspring. You know, that failed.
Wouldn't it be something if there were 3 Bushes as president?
Oh, 3 burning bushes.
Yeah. Would you just get back to your show, please? Thank you very much. Thank you.
So Marco Rubio has the type of attack, and he speaks like I want my politicians to speak. Let's hear from Mr. Rubio.
The president seems to be making the argument that the American free enterprise system is not appropriate for the 21st century, that somehow the things that made us prosperous and different from the rest of the world no longer function, and we must now embrace, you know, a stronger government that can somehow step in and rectify all the things that the free enterprise system does wrong. And if we do that, we're going to lose everything that makes us special. I would submit to you that there are so many countries around the world that have that kind of system, and you know, if that's what you want to live under, you should go over there.
Now that makes sense to me. Now I'm listening to your show, listen to all these sound bites. That makes sense to me. He's just awakened my earbuds up here. And that guy, I like what he just said.
That's the narrative.
That's what I like.
That's the narrative.
That's it. Can we hear it one more time? Just one more time, please, if we can. This is great. Marco Rubio from Florida. It's great. Senator.
The president seems to be making the argument that the American free enterprise system is not appropriate for the 21st century, that somehow the things that made us prosperous and different from the rest of the world no longer function, and we must now embrace, you know, a stronger government that can somehow step in and rectify all the things that the free enterprise system does wrong. And if we do that, we're going to lose everything that makes us special. I would submit to you that there are so many countries around the world that have that kind of system, and you know, if that's what you want to live under, you should go over there.
See,
that's it.
That's it. If you don't like it, leave.
Amen.
If you don't like it, leave. That's what Santorum and Mitch should tell Barack Obama.
Exactly.
And all of these minions. He's got these unelected czars that are making government regulations and laws and taxes as we speak. Yeah, you got like 45 people over there who are avowed communists. They've already said it. I mean, they absolutely do not believe in the Constitution. They've been hired to undermine it and to destroy the middle class and the economy. Yes, that's true. But if you get rid of all of those people and you get rid of government interaction, then you have a chance for it to fall back to where it should be. And what is that? Back to the construct of a constitutional republic. Nobody else, no other country has this, Mike. They don't have this 237 years of a constitutional republic.
Right.
You can't come in 3 years and just say, guess what?
We're
I know for 237 years you used to be this. Well, in 6 months you're now going to be Europe. You can't do that. You know, and that's what he's doing. And he's so arrogant, he thinks he can do it. And guess what? He might do it. Who the hell knows?
Can we hear more from Marco Rubio?
Yeah, let's give it Marco
Number 14.
another shot.
He wants to divide Americans against each other. If you recall 4 years ago when he ran, he was trying to unite America, and it was all about hope and change in a new era where we would try to find common ground as people who all wanted our country to be better off. I think he's abandoned that. Now he's in search of 50% plus one. He's counting electoral votes, and he's made the decision that the way to do that is, number one, to feed red meat to his base, the most extreme elements of his party on the left, and number two, to divide and pit Americans against each other, to convince people out there that are hurting because they've lost their jobs, they've lost their homes, they're working harder and making less, to convince them that the reason why they're doing that those things are happening to them is because other people are doing too well, and to convince him to vote for him and give him the power to come in with government and fix that.
I love this guy.
Nicely articulated.
I love this guy.
That's
Did you know
exactly
that
the narrative.
60% of the taxes are paid for by the rich, and the poor only pay 2% of income taxes? Of the whole income tax thing, that fact was thrown out there. 60% paid for by the rich right now, and yet they want to tax the rich more. They're already paying 60% of our total tax base. 2%
Why
from
isn't
the poor.
the narrative, Mike, inclusive of
that
talking
fact.
about the fact is we're going to talk about the constitutional republic, and yes, what else we're going to talk about? We're going to get rid of the tax code. Everybody is going to have to pay 15%. Everybody's got to be
tax.
invested. Flat taxed. If you're not invested, you're not an American. You know.